Hi guys, today I am in Manchester. So one of my international JV partners actually has two projects she's currently doing up here. As you know, I'm from Birmingham myself. Now, she's going through a site situation, and she's asked me to pop up just to check on everything, to see how the projects are going, and just to give her my assessment of it. So yeah, this is the first one. I figured we don't. I've got better things to do, but I figured it's quite a big deal. I mean, especially if you're from another country, if you're from overseas, or if you haven't seen the properties or you can't get to the properties yourself. It's a lot of money. It's a big investment. And it can be quite stressful not knowing what's going on. So you need really somebody you can trust, and somebody that knows what they're doing, to tell you how it is, and to give you the lowdown really. I said I'll pop up. That's fine. I'll visit both properties, and I'm going to use this video to really catalogue the work, and then send it back to her as well, just so she can see herself what the situation is and what needs doing. So sorry, I'm just walking around because these are automatic sensors and I don't want the lights to keep turning off. So we're at the first property right now. I can't tell you the street because it's doing work, so it's not my property. What I'll do is I'll walk around and tell you what I think. I mean, I obviously don't know much about this project, but I can tell you where, in my opinion, my experience, where I think the project is at, and what else needs to be done to get it to complete, and how long it will be. So I did a quick recce. This is a 4-bed HMO. It's one ensuite and 3 bedrooms with a shared bathroom. The outside, the main street is actually right there. Fairly busy, so you can actually hear quite a lot of noise right now. There's a few shops around. It's just on the outside of Manchester. It seems fine so far. Okay, so let's go through, let's do a snagging list, shall we? Because I think that's probably where we're at. Well, pre-snagging really. There's a bit of work left to do. Front door, this needs to be completely cleaned down. I think it'll be cracked, so that's fine. Yep, that will need to be cleaned down, scrubbed off, and may look new. We can keep it. That's absolutely no problem at all. Little things like that, cosmetics, that's fine. Okay, so the carpets will go in once all the main works have been done, and once everything's been painted properly. Now, unfortunately, there is still the painting is more or less done, but there is still quite a lot of scrapes around, so there is still a bit of painting work. So that would need to be done first. The walls would need to be touched up, and then the carpet can go down. Once the carpet's gone down, then you put furniture in. Carpets really only takes 2 days. You give them about a week's notice, maybe a week's and a half notice. They'll come in. This property, I think the carpeting will take about 1.5, 2 days to do. I'd give it 2 days just in case, because there's always a bit of a challenge with coordination. So that's 2 days so far. Cleaning, painting around, that will probably take 2 to 3 days, I'd imagine. That's 5 days. Furniture, another 2 days. So straight up, we're looking at 7 days, so that's 1 week. As it stands, without any further works, I've noticed. So this is room 1, straight up the hallway. And there it goes up the stairs, room 1. First things first, it's a key system. That's fine. If people prefer different systems, I would have used thumb turn lock thingies, just for better management. Now I've noticed, so they've got the automatic closers in. That's good. Thumb turn lock. That's good. Incandescent slips, the fire strips, they're not in yet. No, they're not in any of the doors, in fact. So that's the only door. Lights are in. Router is in the hallway. I suspect they couldn't get it through to the kitchen because it's quite a narrow hallway. and there's nowhere to actually put the router. If I was the property manager, I would try and get the is it Virgin? Yeah, I would try and get Virgin to come back and then get them to install or move this router into the hallway, put a shelf up. In fact, I think Katya and Lorraine, they found a really nice sort of basket holder with a plant coming out from IKEA. It's a plastic plant. But what you can do is you put it on the wall, so it's a nice little feature, but then you can tuck the router into it. That conceals it, but there's no interference with the signal. But then you can do that in the hallway. And it actually looks great. It looks more like a feature than anything that gets in the way. Fire alarm is up. That's there. So obviously there'll be a few days of dressing, but that's fine. Window is cracked, so that will need to be done. Crack in the wall, can we paint it over? That needs another coating for sure. Windows, so blinds need to come in. That's going to take about a day. That could be done at the same time as the furniture or the flooring, so that's not a problem, but that has to be organised. It's not in yet, and they could take a week to turn around, so that needs to be done now, really. That's an interesting one. Bit of a damp issue in the corner, so that will have to be dealt with. Again, scuffs and that around the painting. But otherwise, that it's fine. I mean, dirty windows and things like that, that's absolutely fine. That's just about 2 days worth of cleaning that they need to do. Bit of a dark patch up there, so that might have been a leak, but that needs to be looked into. Seems like it needs a coat of paint. That needs a coat of paint, so that needs another coat of paint. I'm guessing that's where the meters are. Obviously that needs to be sealed up, but I think everything else should be fine. So when we get to the snagging stage, for example, that will need to be painted over, that needs to be addressed. There start to be cracks already, and I assume that's okay because obviously it's cold right now, and the wood, the frame would have contracted or from where it was previously. But that should be done in 6 months' time. Okay, this seems alright. The frame needs to be painted up. Stairs in the hallway. Okay, so now we're going to enter the kitchen. Kitchen, not sure why there's a key. Obviously it's a kitchen, so that should not have a key there. That doesn't need one. That needs to be put on once done. Doors are nice. Fire strip needs to go in. So let's do a quick span. That's kitchen. Kitchen seems fine, nice and useful for 4 people. Now I suspect, based on this floor plan, I imagine the 2 fridge freezers are going to go there, so it means you have to walk around. You probably have to be around there, plugged it into there, because that's access to another bedroom, which means the bins will have to go over there. I mean, that's closed off, so that's fine. The radiator, honestly, I don't think that's going to be on, because the property is quite warm already. The boiler's here. The radiator shouldn't be on in this room. Obviously, it should be on for the rest of the house, but this because there's quite a lot of traffic, a lot of cooking, boiler. There would be a lot of heat. Generally, you find there's a lot of heat in the kitchen naturally, and you don't actually need to put the radiators on. Obviously, tenants can put it on if they need it. Underneath there, I would imagine washing machine, tumble dryer. There's a socket for one of them, but there isn't a hole for the ventilation for the dryer, so that would need to be done, and that's obviously going to go outside. Probably need a splitter. We need to go there so we can plug up the 2 units, so we can plug up the tumble dryer and the washing machine as well. Plumbing hasn't been done. It doesn't look like there's holes for the plumbing, so that would need to be looked at. That's fine. those little holes down there, I'm not sure you can see them, but these will need to be sealed up properly, because if there is an issue with vermin, then that's how they'll get into the property, especially in the kitchen, where there's a lot of food, and you definitely don't want that. I never understand why these come like this and not have a cover. I imagine it's because of that, but that will need to be covered up. The amount of kitchens I've been to that just has a hole there and it's just been left like that, I don't know why. Obviously these needs to be removed. I'd be more comfortable if this was somehow closed off with either a cabinet or just not so exposed. Obviously you can leave it like that, but certainly cover things like these up, these holes. Likewise up there, just to make it look more presentable. Sorry. Everything else seems okay. So that needs to be tested. 1, 2, 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that'll be enough for 4 tenants. Lights are on. Okay. So that's just cobweb. That should be fine. Storage. So that will and fuse board. So that will be the mop and broom. Looks like the flooring here has been done, so that should be okay. That's the door for the back. So I'd imagine around here would probably be more storage. So this is I'm guessing it's the extension, or it's been converted into. So this might be the bathroom, the original bathroom that's converted into a bedroom. So this is bedroom number 2. That would need to be tinted or blinds. Yeah, it seems, probably 10 meters squared, I imagine. A bit on the small side, but hopefully compliant. Tinted, blinds or curtains. These things around there, around the skirts, they need to be repainted. Yeah, I think it's just another coat of paint from the look of things. Carpets on there as well. Okay. This will be fine. So you can get a view of this kitchen. Okay. Surprisingly narrow. Okay, let's walk this way. The stairs are actually quite narrow. When I get up there, I'll turn it around. Yeah, it's fine. It's not ideal. There you go. This is quite small. Haven't double checked. It's quite low. Would like to see that being higher. Because people like me, there you go, that's not good, is it? That's quite narrow. But hopefully that's compliant, because you do need to be double make sure on that one. Ensuite. Okay, I can see why that's happened, because obviously that's parallel to that. This is a slope. That's okay, I guess. So I'm going to try and get in, but it is a bit. Okay, so, and I'm 6'4". That should be okay, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. There's a bit of a hole in there, as you can see it. So that will need to be sealed, because obviously this is a shower. There'll be a lot of water going around, and guaranteed there'll be a leak going downstairs at some point. So we need to make sure everything is sealed properly. They've raised the shower tray, which is good, because it means you can get underneath it and do any repairs and maintenance if required. That's it. That will need a window, sorry, a mirror. That's in. That just needs to be touched up. Frosted. That's fine. Don't really need curtains. That will need to be. That's the paintwork seems to be flaking, so that will need to be looked at. But otherwise, I think that should be okay as well as with the handrails. Okay, so fall over and die. Okay, so that's. Actually, it's a bit weird that the light is on the outside of the bathroom. Not just that in a few properties, because obviously you want it. Oh, I guess it's electrics, isn't it? Anyway, so again, fire scripts, that's fine. So this is probably one of the most complete rooms. There you go. In there, again, probably just a lick of paint in corners. Right here, scrapes and stuff like that. Fire alarm, so needs to be dressed. Curtains, carpets. I think that should be it. Carpets and furniture for this one. So this one's straightforward. Okay, so it's quite a narrow hallway. I mean, the space has been utilised pretty well. And it's nice that there's a bit of space here because this pretty much guaranteed will be the shoe rack area. Shoe rack stroke my laundry stroke the Hoover because I can't be asked to bring it downstairs stroke stroke ironing board. More likely. Okay, so this is room 4. This is the ensuite room. Decent sized room. Go all the way around. Nice big window over there. This side. So there's not, you can't hear the traffic up here. It's not so bad. Front room, you definitely hear the traffic. Yeah, good room. Bit of a weird one over there because that's going to be dead space. So I guess you'd have to put the bed over here, which means you're going to walk into the bed and then that's going to be dead space. Can't really put the bed over there. We can put the bed over there, but then this corner here is going to be wasted because the bed frame is going to be bigger than it's going to be bigger than this, wider than that, which means that that bit in there is going to be wasted. Ideally, you want to put a cupboard in there. And where would you put the bed in? Cupboard in there. I guess the bed then will have to go across here. Yeah, so the bed will go from there, down there, in the cupboard in there, the chassis drawers there, mirror there. Okay, that works. And then the ensuite. Yeah, standard ensuite. Seems nice. Let's be chipped off. Bit of that needs to be covered up. The paint as well in here. I'm sure it's waterproof paint, but it's not. It really needs to be silk. Okay, so in case that's missed, that one needs to be. Skateboard needs to be covered up there. Again, potential mice issues, but yeah. But that's it. So these, just so you know, these will always need to be painted with durable paint, something that's definitely waterproof because you'll catch a lot of water and you'll get a lot of stains along here. This is pretty much where you store. Well, the water will drip down for a start, and also that's where you're going to put the toilet bleach and all that sort of stuff. So it needs to be easy to be clean. Yeah, so I think that's it for this property. Hopefully that's been helpful. I think realistically, if the builder or contractor gets this sorted, gets everything done timely, it'll take 2 weeks, I'd imagine. I mean, I can pretty much myself. I can do this in 2 weeks, providing I've got everything lined up. So I'm assuming the contractor has, or the builder has, all the relevant trades lined up, and carpeting, so flooring, windows, and furniture. If they're already lined up, they can all be done in a week. And beyond that, it's just a lot of snagging and a final coat of paint. But yeah, I think that's it. So realistically, 2 weeks. 1 week would be maybe probably a bit too optimistic. I think 2 weeks, and then push them to 2.5 weeks, and then you need to dress it as well. And you can't really dress it into the furniture, into the carpets in. So dressing will take a few days, so 3 weeks before it can be tenanted. Okay, all right, hopefully that's helpful, and I'll see you at the next property as soon as I try to find it. All right, see you.